percent. In Milwaukee tonight, Donald Trump will take the stage to accept the Republican Party nomination. Here's our Sagar Magani.
It will be Trump's first speech since surviving last weekend's assassination attempt, a moment of survival that shaped the Republican convention's first 3 days.
You will never be able to convince me that last second turn of a head was anything other than a miracle.
Running mate J.D. Vance this morning. Trump said the shooting led him to change tonight's speech to one focused on unity.
President Biden's campaign, meanwhile, says even though he's tested positive for COVID, the president is feeling fine and working while isolating in Delaware. Behind the scenes, though, some Democrats are pushing for him to drop out of the race. The National Transportation Safety Board's pointing to a horrific crash 2 years ago in Oklahoma as a reason for parents to discourage kids from driving while stoned on marijuana. 6 high school girls died in March of 22 after the driver, who had been smoking, crashed into a semi-truck at an intersection. Federal health officials have just authorized sales of the best-selling e-cigarette in the U.S., Views Alto. This is AP News. SpaceX says it will use a powerful souped-up capsule to shove the International Space Station out of orbit when it's time to take the floating lab out of the sky in the next decade or so. And Ford is ramping up production of a popular truck.
Ford says many customers haven't been able to get their trucks fast enough because of production constraints. So beginning in 2026, Ford will start making its F-Series Super Duty pickups at a plant in Ontario, Canada, to keep up with demand. Ford also makes the Super Duty pickups at plants in Kentucky and Ohio, which are running at full capacity. They produced more than 200,000 Super Duty trucks during the first half of this year. Super Duties are the heavy-duty version of the trucks. Ford says businesses and tradespeople rely on these trucks, as do first responders. I'm Rita Foley.
And I'm Jackie Quinn, AP News. And I'm Jackie Quinn, AP News.
At McDonald's, get any size bold iced coffee for $2.69, or pick up any size frozen drink like frozen Dr. Pepper, frozen Fanta, blue raspberry, or frozen Coke, just $2.19. Or go the refreshing large soft drink for $1.69. Prices and participation may vary.
Hey, it's Fitz, F-I-T with a Z from the Country Top 40, inviting you to join me as we count them down together. We're going to see if Morgan Wallen and Post Malone will remain at the top for another week with I Had Some Help. It is definitely the summer song of 2024. Anything can happen. We'll see you this weekend for all the hits on the Country Top 40 with Fitz, right here.
With the $5 meal deal at McDonald's, you pick a McDouble or a McChicken, then get a small fry, a small drink, and a 4-piece McNuggets. That's a lot of McDonald's for not a lot of money.
Price and participation may vary. For a limited time only.
Friday. It's almost like whoever named Friday knew it should be celebrated with free fries at McDonald's. Get a free medium fries with any purchase of $1 or more on the McDonald's app. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Valid one-time on Fridays at participating McDonald's through 12/31/24. Excludes tax. Must update rewards.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. The Constitution of the United States of America is the supreme law of our country. Empowered with the sovereign authority of the people by the framers and the consent of the legislatures of the states, it is the source of all government powers and provides important limitations on the government that protect the fundamental rights of U.S. citizens. The foresight of those who were instrumental in crafting our Constitution is unfathomable to me. They risked everything to build a strong foundation for a nation that could withstand the proverbial tests of time. And my oh my, have there been tests. There is colossal polarization of Americans on many issues fundamental to the structure of the U.S. Constitution. This document is our Charter of Freedom, the foundation upon which our country was built. I'm grateful to live in a country where we are all free to express different opinions on these issues, yet there are times when I am fearful that the very rights I celebrate could be denied by those we have entrusted to lead us. Oftentimes our leaders get caught up in the minor details, so no real progress is ever made. We've all heard the phrase, government moves at glacial speed. While dropping dollars to save dimes, lawmakers forget the promise they made to uphold the Constitution, and we forget why we elected these people in the first place. Even more sadly, it seems that about 2 seconds after a candidate has been elected, he or she begins campaigning for the next election. I believe we need leaders who will uphold the foundation of laws and liberty upon which this country was built. This thought process should apply at every level of government. Our forefathers turned the responsibility of this country and its people over to its people. What an awesome gift they have given us. What a great opportunity for us to provide a solid future for the next generation. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
Hi, I'm E.J. Williams. Each year, millions of animals are abandoned, and more than 1 million are euthanized before they can be rescued. Organizations like American Humane are working to harness the healing power of the human-animal bond, as animals can be trained as life-saving service and therapy dogs to help veterans, the elderly, and children with special needs to overcome the obstacles of everyday life. To find out how you can help give animals and the people they help a new leash on life, please visit AmericanHumane.org.
Not all people are the same. And yet, when we visit the doctor, our treatments don't look that different. Why is that? Because we just don't have enough information to do it better. By gathering health data from 1 million people, our country's best researchers will be able to develop treatments that are as unique and complex as we are. With this new information, doctors will have a better understanding of disease so they can innovate the next great breakthroughs in medicine. Learn more at joinallofus.org.
The Cardinals magazine, the care and quality of its presentation, the thick paper, the glossy photographs, and photographs from Stan Musial to Lou Brock to Jim Edmonds to the present-day players, the Cardinal tradition, the history. It will put you right there in Busch Stadium behind home plate like no other magazine. And it's easy to start a subscription. Just call 314-345-9000 or visit cardinals.com/magazine.
Direct cash cattle trade is quiet and cash hogs are steady to lower. Hello, I'm Brent Barnett with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Cash cattle country has been sluggish at midday with no bids on the table. Business developed in some areas Wednesday afternoon with a light trade in the south at 188, steady with the previous week. Packer inquiry could improve as the day progresses, but interest seems to be light, at least partially due to concerns about margins and signs that consumer demand is slowing down. U.S. beef export sales of 15,400 tons were up 85% from the previous week's marketing year low and 11% above the 4-week average, primarily to China, Japan, and Mexico. Boxed beef was mixed at midday with choice down 120 at $316.96 and select up 52 cents at $298.96. At the winter livestock auction in Kansas on Wednesday, feeder steers and heifers were not well tested, but a softer undertone was noted. Slaughter cows sold $5 lower and bulls were $2 lower. USDA says receipts were light on the week. The feeder supply included 7% steers and 89% of the offering was over 600 pounds. Medium and large one feeder steers, 451 pounds, brought $354, and feeder steers 931 pounds sold for $212. Medium and large one feeder heifers, 775 pounds, brought $235, and feeder heifers 893 pounds sold for $223. Cash hogs are steady to lower at midday with light opening negotiated numbers at the major direct markets. It looks like buyers have the needed near-term supplies in hand after a couple of aggressive days. Wholesale pork has been mixed this week, reflecting inconsistent domestic demand. U.S. pork export sales of 23,700 tons were down 11% on the week and 35% from the 4-week average, mainly to Mexico, China, and Japan. Barrels and gilts at the National Daily Direct were down $1.96 at midday with a base range of 79 to 87. The Iowa, Minnesota, Western Corn Belt, and Eastern Corn Belt were not reported due to confidentiality. Butcher hogs at the Midwest cash markets are steady at $66. Sows are steady at $54 to $66. Boars are priced at $22. Pork values were higher at midday, up 90 cents at $100.22. I'm Brent Barnett, Brownfield.
Your Touchstone Energy Cooperative knows safety is the backbone of reliability. From the ongoing training of our line workers to classroom safety programs for our kids, our commitment to electrical safety has always been job one. so we can deliver reliable energy and peace of mind. That's why safety runs through everything we do.
We are Missouri's electric cooperatives. Learn more at membersfirst.coop today.
Lower costs, improve efficiency, increase yields. That's how MFA's NutriTrack program can benefit your farm. NutriTrack Precision Technology helps manage soil nutrients acre by acre, providing the information you need to make data-driven decisions. Grid sampling, zone maps, and variable rate application can put more fertilizer where you need it and less where you don't. It's an investment that can make a big difference through more production and more profit. See your fields in a whole new way with NutriTrack, only from MFA, your whole farm solution.
It is now time to take a look at our updated funeral announcements, brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today, serving Salem and Dane County for over 30 years. Your World Today is 4 pages of information that'll take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today, be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Virginia Louise Smith White, 90 of Salem, passed away Sunday, July 14th in Salem. Funeral services will be held at noon on Friday at the Salem Christian Church. Visitation will be from 10 until time of service. Burial will be in the North Lawn Cemetery. Virginia is survived by her loving children, Janice Elwood and husband Jeff of Texas, Dennis White and wife Gina of Salem, Rick White and wife Tammy of Salem, Pam Dunlap and husband Greg of Arkansas, brother Jimmy Steelman and wife Christina of Salem, sisters-in-laws Ruth Smith of Salem and Barbara White of St. James, 12 grandchildren, 22 great-grandchildren, 4 great-great-grandchildren, as well as a host of nieces, nephews, other relatives, and dear friends. Memorial contributions can be made to the Love Pack Backpack program. LaVonna Joe Fulton Merritt, 90 of Salem, passed away Sunday, July 14th in Salem. Memorial services will be held at noon on Friday in the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel. Visitation will be from 11 until time of service. Burial will be in the North Lawn Cemetery at a later date. LaVonna is survived by her loving daughter, Pamela Roof, and husband Tom of Salem, brother James Fulton, 1 grandson, 6 great-grandchildren, 2 great-great-grandchildren, and extended family and dear friends. Barbara Diane Sinsentagger, 85 of Salem, passed away Sunday, July 7th in Nixa. Funeral services will be held at 1 o'clock on Saturday in the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel. Visitation will be from 11 until time of service. Burial will be in the Cedar Grove Cemetery. Diane is survived by her husband, Larry Sinsentagger of Salem, children Lo Sinsentagger and wife Diana of Illinois, Travis Sinsentagger and wife Camilla of Colorado, Carrie Athens of Nixa, Glenda Sinsentagger of Nixa, and Nancy Elmer of Nixa. Siblings, Carol Redmond, Janice Slaughter, and Nancy Ryder. A host of grandchildren and great-grandchildren, as well as several nieces, nephews, other relatives, and dear friends. Douglas Doug Dwayne Pence of Stillville passed away Monday, July 15th at the age of 62. Funeral services will be Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock at the Benton Bennett Funeral Home in Stillville. Visitation will be from 11 until time of service. A military service will follow the funeral service. Doug is survived by his wife, Linda Pence of Stillville, son Gregory and wife Bethany Pence of Stillville, daughters Allison and husband John Lauer of New York, Connie and Eric husband Eric Kitchen of Sullivan, and Heather and fiancé Robert Hanson Pence of Oklahoma City. 4 grandchildren, 1 brother, Mike and wife Kay Pence of Eldridge, 2 sisters, Amy Sue Pence and Teresa Jo Pence, both of Davenport. Former wife Cindy Jeanette of Independence. Other relatives and many friends. The family chose cremation as the final disposition. Dolores Vera Cremelmeyer of Stillville passed away Saturday, July 13th at the age of 97. Graveside services will be held at 11 o'clock on Monday at the Freeman Cemetery in Cherryville. Dolores is survived by her daughter Linda Lewis Von Reed and husband Bruce of Stillville, niece Judy and husband Bob Plank of Stillville, nephew Daniel and wife Lisa Cream Melmeyer of Stillville, other relatives, and friends. Arrangements are under the direction of the Benton Bennett Funeral Home in Stillville. Stanley Dean McFadden of Salem passed away Saturday, July 13th at the age of 71. The family will honor Stanley's wishes to be cremated, and no service will be held per his wishes. Stanley is survived by family members, including his wife, Deborah of Salem, sons Gary, Larry, and Travis McFadden, stepdaughters Carissa Steinberger and Tamara Gill, brother Leroy McFadden, sisters Pauline Kimes, Charlene Waller, Mandy McFadden Combs, Jenny McFadden, and Brenda McFadden, 4 grandchildren, 2 great-grandchildren. Also, a host of other loving family members and friends. Arrangements under the direction of Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at our updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. Be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, ksmoradio.com. Your World Today, serving Dent County for over 30 years. The best part, it's absolutely free.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free!
Brownfield has a rich history of providing livestock market information farmers and ranchers want and need. Brownfield's weekly livestock market update features livestock market analysis and discussion on relevant topics pertaining to cattle, hogs, and poultry. Viewers can tune in every Friday to watch the weekly update or sign up for Brownfield's weekly livestock market update e-newsletter delivered on Saturday mornings. Learn more at brownfieldagnews.com.
It is now time for a look at our local news brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. For more information on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street or call 573-729-7071. The Salem R80 School Board of Education will be holding their regular July meeting tonight at 5:30 in the R80 boardroom. After approval of the agenda and the consent agenda, the board will hear communications. The board will then hear the superintendent's report from Dr. Nathan Wells, followed by the administration reports from William Lynch, upper elementary, middle school, high school, athletics and activities, special education, technology, and maintenance. In new business, the board will approve roof bids from the insurance claim. Authorize Dr. Wells to solicit bids for propane, gas, and pest control. The board will hear the first read of the board policies updates. Approve the 24-25 meal prices. Approve a bid for fiber to the 10 gym. Plus set tax rate hearing and regular August meeting date. The board will hear resignations before moving into executive session to discuss student issues, personnel, and real estate, then return to open session for adjournment. The Dent County 4-H and FFA Expo is underway. Exhibit entries were judged yesterday, followed by a dessert auction that evening. Today, livestock registration was from 9:30 until 11:30, and all livestock was in place by 11 a.m. Livestock weigh-ins are scheduled to start at noon. The Pig Pal Show is at 5 o'clock this evening, followed by the exhibitor and family supper at 6:30. Friday shows will kick off at 7 o'clock in the Hog Show, followed by the Sheep and Goat Show. The Small Animal Show is scheduled to start at 1 o'clock this afternoon, and it will be followed by the Beef and Dairy Show. Saturday will be the Expo 4-H and FFA Market Sale starting at 9 o'clock in the morning. You can watch that broadcast on KSMO's live broadcast streams on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. For more information, contact the Dent County Extension Office at 573-729-3196. Onondaga Cave State Park will celebrate the reopening of its famous cave on Friday at 10 o'clock in the morning with a special lighting ceremony. The cave has been closed while a new LED lighting system was installed, marking the completion of the first of several revenue bond projects for Missouri State Parks. Discovered in 1886 and opened for tours in 1904, Onondaga Cave has been a popular tourist attraction for 120 years. As a national natural landmark, it draws over 20,000 visitors annually to view its rare and majestics. The new LED system replaces the outdated incandescent lighting installed in the 1950s. This upgrade will benefit the cave's ecosystem by reducing invasive algae growth and providing a more suitable environment for cave-dwelling creatures. Onondaga Cave State Park is located at 7556 Highway H in Leesburg. For more information on state parks and historic sites, visit mostateparks.com. To celebrate 35 years of river conservation, Stream Teams United and the Missouri Stream Team Program are hosting the 24 Watershed Celebration at Merrimack State Park on Saturday, July 27th. Missouri Stream Teams from around the state are invited to attend the festival, which also celebrates the 25th anniversary of Stream Teams United, a non-profit partner for the program. The Missouri Stream Team Program is a volunteer effort to conserve Missouri streams, sponsored by the Missouri Department of Conservation, the Missouri Department of Natural Resources, and the Conservation Federation of Missouri. The program focuses on education, stewardship, and advocacy for Missouri stream resources. In 1988, a small group of anglers became fed up with unsightly trash destroying through fishing in creeks in Pulaski County. The conservation-minded Missourians decided to clean this section of the stream, thus forming the first Missouri Stream Team in 1989. As part of the Missouri Stream Team Program celebrations, they invite all teams to attend the 28th Annual Watershed Celebration at Merrimack State Park on July 27th. The festival will run from 10 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon and includes lunch provided by the Missouri Stream Team Program. Kids' games and crafts will be also happening, tubing on the Merrimack River with complimentary shuttle, and other activities including free camping offered for Stream Team members. Registration is required to estimate attendance. To learn more about Missouri Stream Team or to participate, visit mostreamteam.org.
What are your plans for the future? Do you need a boost to generate a new plan or can't afford to go away to college? Or your work schedule won't allow you to go? Let Southwest Baptist University Salem campus be the boost. SBU is committed to flexibility, expertise, and the state-of-the-art technology. We now offer 2 new associate's degrees in teaching and Christian ministries, along with master's degrees in education and business. For more information, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071. SBU Salem Campus is your higher education with Christian principles.
At Quality Machine and Fabrication, they strive to provide their customers with superior quality and services, as well as on-time delivery. They focus heavily on the mining and smelting operations in the area, but also service the surrounding timber and agricultural community with their machining and fabrication needs. Quality Machine and Fabrication, located in the Masters Industrial Park right here in Salem, proud to support the local youth in all they do. Quality Machine and Fabrication. What makes a community bank? Your friends at the Bank of Salem have the answer. They have a knowledgeable and friendly staff. Their people are fair, honest, and dependable. They offer great service with low fees, and the bank is dedicated and involved in community activities. The Bank of Salem is proud to be a sponsor of the live broadcast of the 4-H and FFA Livestock Auction this Saturday. Stop by the Bank of Salem, where the customer comes first. Member FDIC. out of town and want to know what's going on in Salem, how the Salem Tigers did, or who may have passed away, there's only one way to get that information quickly, and that's by going to Your World Today online. Go to KSMORadio.com and click on the Your World Today button, and you'll get the latest edition online, or check out the Your World Today archives. And if you are in town, pick one up in any of the 30-plus locations in Salem and Bunker. Your World Today. They're free.
Come out this Saturday to the 4-H and FFA Expo at the Commons in Salem. On Saturday will be the 4-H and FFA Market Sale, which starts at 9 a.m. Free admission. A variety of food from local vendors will be available during the 4-H and FFA Expo. Everyone's welcome to come out to the 4-H and FFA Expo at the Commons in Salem from now until Saturday. This ad has been paid for by Dent County tourism tax dollars.
Thanks for joining us this afternoon. It is currently 77 degrees outside. Today is sunny with a high near 79. Northeast wind 3 to 6 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 56. Northeast wind around 5 miles per hour, becoming calm throughout the evening. Tomorrow looks sunny with a high near 78. Light northeast wind. Tomorrow night, mostly clear with a low around 56. Saturday should be mostly sunny with a high near 80. Saturday night, mostly cloudy with a low around 60. Sunday, mostly cloudy with a high near 78. We do have a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Sunday night, more showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a low around 62. Monday, partly sunny with a high near 77. Monday night, more showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a low around 62. And Tuesday, more showers and thunderstorms, partly sunny with a high near 77.
For all your real estate needs, check with the people at Century 21 South Central Realty at 306 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard here in Salem. Century 21 handles properties from a single city lot to a country estate with acreage. Or if you're moving to town or just need a realtor to sell your existing property, Century 21 South Central Realty is all you need to know. Stop by today or call Beth Frizzell, broker associate at Century 21 South Central Realty at 729-6121. Have you seen Townscreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at Advanced Chiropractic, Jet Tires and Auto, Salem Bowling Center, and Terrell's Complete Auto Care, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Townscreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained. Townscreen in Salem.
It is now time for local and regional sports, brought to you as a courtesy of your KSMO radio station. The American League beat the National League during Tuesday's All-Star Game 5-3. The third inning was where the bulk of the scoring was made, with a 3-run homer by Dodgers' Chanel Shante. Then in the bottom of the inning, a Juan Soto doubled in 2 runs with a David Fry single that tied up the score. The 5th inning would prove to be decisive for the American League All-Star as they scored the final 2 runs of the game. Jaron Duran, 2-run home run. There were 39,343 people in attendance for the game. The Cardinals will play next versus the Braves in Atlanta at 6:20 tomorrow evening. This game can be heard live on KSMO Radio 1340 AM and 95.7 FM. The Royals will host the White Sox tomorrow at 7:10 in the evening. It is now time for statewide news from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. Chiefs rookies are getting their first taste of training camp after 2 practices. One of those rookies, a second-round pick, offensive lineman Kingsley Suamatia, who will compete with Wanye Morris for the starting job this camp. Suamatia says despite that competition looming, he has a good relationship with Morris.
I've known Wanye, as a player. He's a great guy. He's friends with a lot of guys that I know. we're boys on and off the field. Just trying to, gain that job. But we're both just working hard as best that we can. And whoever comes out on the top, still boys, but it's business out here.
The Chiefs have one more practice before the first full practice open to the public on Sunday. Former Mizzou running back Cody Schrader is learning the ropes in the NFL from Christian McCaffrey at San Francisco 49ers training camp. The former Mizzou running back was picked yesterday by the St. Louis Battlehawks in the UFL draft. The St. Louis native, who rushed for over 1,600 yards and had 14 touchdowns with the Tigers, will be eligible to join the Battlehawks if he doesn't make an NFL roster this season. At SEC Media Day earlier this week, Eli Drinkwitz says that he needs to find a group of backs who can fill the gap left by Cody on the field, but it's the off-field stuff that will be a challenge.
It's not necessarily as much about replacing the production. It's about how do you replace the person. Cody Schrader was as unique a person and teammate that I've ever coached in my entire career. The toughness that he displayed on a daily basis, the amount of care, how driven he was to be the best that he could be, how much care he had for the rest of his team.
MLS, Sporting KC lost to Vancouver 2-1. St. Louis lost to Seattle 2-0. They'll play each other Saturday. 7.4 million people watched the MLB All-Star Game the other night, second lowest in television history ratings. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Natural gas is one of the safest energy resources used today, but leaks can occur.
Rotten eggs. That's just one sign of a gas leak in your home. If you smell rotten eggs or hear a high-pitched whistle in your home, leave immediately and call the gas company from a different location.
So the professionals can track down the leak and ensure your safety.
Just trust your nose and leave the house. Leave it to the professionals to track it down.
If you smell gas, leave fast.
This message courtesy of Mango, Missouri's Association of Natural Gas Operators.
For children, struggling with hunger can mean chronic illness, lower school performance, and developmental problems. As many as 1 in 7 Missouri children face food insecurity. Missouri farmers and ranchers, 4-H and FFA, and others in the ag community think those numbers are too high. Drive to Feed Kids launched 7 years ago to address the need and get Missouri food products on the plates of hungry Missouri children. Visit mofarmerscare.com/drive to learn more and join the effort.
We call it America's pastime, the great game of baseball.
In Cardinals Nation, it's the fabric of our community.
It's the Gas House Gang. Stan the Man, the Old Redhead, Ozzie, Yachty, Waino, and now Arenado.
Cardinals baseball is part of what makes us, us. St. Louis Cardinals baseball. Cardinal baseball on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO.
This summer is all about drinks from McDonald's, like iced coffee on my morning hike, frozen Dr. Pepper, frozen Fanta Blue Raspberry, or frozen Coke by the pool, or a classic Coke under the stars. Get any size iced coffee for $2.69, any size frozen drink for $2.19, or a large soft drink for $1.69. There are drinks, then there are drinks from McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Coca-Cola and Fanta, registered trademarks of the Coca-Cola Company. Dr. Pepper is a registered trademark of Dr. Pepper 7-Up, Inc.
Agri-America features the largest collection of agricultural podcasts, including popular titles such as...
Hi, this is Rob Sharkey, a fifth-generation farmer from Illinois. If you want to hear stories about agriculture, make sure you tune in to Shark Farmer Podcast today on Agri-America.
Hi, I'm Darren Hefty. Head over to Agri-America's podcast directory for the latest episode of the Ag PhD radio show.
Visit Agri-America's podcast directory at agriamerica.com/podcasts. agriamerica.com/podcasts.
Joe Biden and the radical left opened our borders. They sent border wall materials to the scrapyard and let in more than 7 million illegal immigrants. Why? They think they're importing future Democrat voters, changing our elections forever. Mary Elizabeth Coleman is fighting back. She's a conservative mom on a mission, running for Secretary of State to save the integrity of our elections. Here's Mary Elizabeth Coleman.
There are 77,000 illegals in Missouri. This isn't just an invasion, it's an occupation. I'm Mary Elizabeth Coleman, and I'm running for Secretary of State to save the sanctity of your vote and mine. I'll fight election fraud and ballot harvesting, and I will never let illegal immigrants dilute your vote. And I will stand up to the woke radicals who want to censor our speech, persecute people of faith, and repeal our Second Amendment rights. I'm Mary Elizabeth Coleman, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Friends of Mary Elizabeth Coleman.
On Friday, July 26th, the Cardinals welcome the Nationals to town. That night, thanks to Coca-Cola and Deerbergs, 25,000 fans 16 and older will be surprised at the gate with a 2004 mystery bobblehead. This collector's item celebrates the 20th anniversary of the Cardinals' 2004 National League Championship. But which one will you get? Find out on Friday, July 26th. For tickets or more info, visit cardinals.com/promotions.
This is Jim Edmonds, St. Louis Cardinals, for the Lou.
Missouri Net News. I'm Elisa Nelson. A knock on a Missouri man's door has led to the signing of the largest military-friendly bill in the state in several years. Governor Mike Parson has signed the plan into law that will make it easier for veterans to get a handicap placard for their vehicle and will cover the cost of military specialty license plates for veterans. Washington Senator Ben Brown says his constituent, Jeff Beck of Marthasville, inspired him to file the legislation.
It's one of the first issues that weren't even on my radar that were brought to my attention.
A small tornado touched down in the Cedar Hill area of eastern Missouri on Tuesday. National Weather Service meteorologist Jim Seeviking says the tornado was an EF0.
Some trees were uprooted, some trees were snapped. It doesn't look like there was any damage to any of the houses.
And Missouri delegates will head home after tonight's conclusion of the Republican National Convention. This is Missouri Net.
Joe Biden and the radical left opened our borders. They sent border wall materials to the scrapyard and let in more than 7 million illegal immigrants. Why? They think they're importing future Democrat voters, changing our elections forever. Mary Elizabeth Coleman is fighting back. She's a conservative mom on a mission, running for Secretary of State to save the integrity of our elections. Here's Mary Elizabeth Coleman.
There are 77,000 illegals in Missouri. This isn't just an invasion, it's an occupation. I'm Mary Elizabeth Coleman, and I'm running for Secretary of State to save the sanctity of your vote and mine. I'll fight election fraud and ballot harvesting, and I will never let illegal immigrants dilute your vote. And I will stand up to the woke radicals who want to censor our speech, persecute people of faith, and repeal our Second Amendment rights. I'm Mary Elizabeth Coleman, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Friends of Mary Elizabeth Coleman.
Need lumber?